Hi everyone, in today's video I am going to show you how to connect with an external data source or external endpoints using the external service data source type. The example in this video will show you how to use external endpoints that return data in CSV or JSON format. If you want to connect with external data sources which contain data in other formats, such as XML or Excel, please watch our other videos on connecting to XML and Excel sources. For this video, I am going to use the public database. The prerequisites to connect with the external services are access to OpnBI application, access to dataset section under the master data module, access to the web browser or external source where the data is available in CSV or JSON format, any security parameters such as Windows credential or API key, authentication information, etc. So let's create a dataset by using data source type as external services. Go to the menu and expand the master data module and go to the dataset section. If you are unable to see the master data module or dataset section, contact your OpnBI administrator. In the Dataset section, select the Create Dataset button from the footer menu. This will open up a Create Dataset dialog box. Give a name to the dataset. In the data source, select the external services from the drop-down list. Once you select the external services, you will see the additional options. Keep the Create Dataset properties open and open a new tab in the web browser. I want to connect to the public data source using the URL that returns the data in CSV format. Type data.gov in the browser to access the website. This is one of the largest U.S. public databases which contains thousands of datasets. In the search box, type FDIC failed bank and select the first option which says FDIC failed bank list. This is data that contains the list of failed banks in the U.S. since October 2000. If I scroll down, we will see two options under the Downloads and Resources. We are going to use the first option, which contains data in CSV format. There are multiple ways we can use this data for analysis in OpnBI. The first way is to download the CSV file, and then upload the CSV file in OpnBI and use it as a data source. And the second way, which we are going to use, is through the web directly, which means we are going to copy the URL link, which is pointing to the CSV file. So we are always connected through the web to the CSV file without having to upload or store the CSV. So as soon as the government updates this CSV file, you will be able to see the latest version of the data. This will give me the ability to look at the most updated information. Skipping the step to download and store the CSV file, we can also automate the data refresh process by scheduling the data set, which is covered in a separate video. So to copy the link, right-click on the download button and select Copy Link Address. Once the link is copied, go back to the OpnBI application and paste the link in the box next to the GET box, and select the CSV option from the drop-down list. This is important steps so the system knows that it is expecting the data in CSV format. The steps will be similar for JSON. Simply update the options to JSON instead of CSV. In our example, we are accessing the information anonymously and it doesn't require any authentication or keys. But most of the external endpoints required authentication key or token to connect. You will require to put appropriate details in the headers and body section. We suggest that you refer to the documentation of the source provider for detail on authentication or any other parameter requirements. Click on the preview to preview the data. Sometimes you may experience delay in data receiving process, as it depends on the network and size of the data. Once the data is loaded, click on the Submit button to save the dataset. The newly created dataset is available under the Dataset section. You can use the search option to search the newly created dataset. You can now use this dataset to create your dashboard or use it for analysis. Watch our other videos on how to create a dashboard in OpnBI. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have found the video to be informative. If you have any specific questions on the dataset or any other topics, feel free to add in a comment box or write to us at support@opnbi.com.